As a public defender, Judge Karen fought for her client's rights. She was elected to the bench because she believes in doing the right thing.
I'm very passionate about helping people, period. Y'all two grown people need to get your own house.
Right.
You had 7 years to have told him that. When we fight, who's gonna win?
You are.
I don't answer questions, I ask them.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand.
Objective, independent justice.
I'm ready to rule. If you keep walking, you can overcome whatever circumstances you're facing.
This is Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Philip Dugart is suing John Coleman in the amount of $695. Mr. Dugart claims a huge outdoor umbrella fell onto his foot when he was exiting a restaurant and says the owner should cover his medical bills.
Mr. Dugart, you are suing Mr. Coleman for $695 for negligence resulting in injury and medical bills. Is that right?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and what's your relationship with the defendant?
I dined at his restaurant a couple times.
Oh,
His
okay.
cafe.
It's cafe. So what type of restaurant do you own?
It's a French restaurant, Your Honor,
Okay.
in South Beach in Miami.
Oh, in Miami. What's the name of it?
It's called Bijou, Cafe Bijou.
Oh, Cafe Bijou. I've never heard of it in Miami.
We're pretty new, Your Honor. We've only been around for just less than 2 years.
Okay, all right. Well, there's a lot of restaurants in Miami now.
There is.
Okay, and he said he had been there twice before.
He's been there twice total.
Okay, so did you know him from the first time he came to
I
the
do
restaurant?
not know him from the first time.
Never saw him before?
I never saw him before. I only know him from the bad review that he left us.
Oh, he left you a bad review after the first time?
Correct, I have
So
it
you
here.
had a bad experience after the first time you were there?
Yes, Your Honor.
What was the bad experience?
Well, they put us in a corner. It was crammed. I didn't feel like the service was up to par.
Right.
I didn't feel like it was friendly enough either. The food was good.
Was the waiter, they don't say waiter anymore. What do they say?
Server.
Your server wasn't friendly?
Not particularly.
Right.
I didn't feel.
Right. And but how was the food?
The food was pretty good.
It was pretty good food. So you decided to write them a bad review?
Correct.
What did you say basically?
About the crammed spacing, not friendly service, not fast enough,
Right.
etc.
Right. But you did say they had good food.
I did. I did.
Okay. So you knew he gave you this bad review?
Yeah, I do. His biggest complaint was that he had to wait for a table, but he hadn't made a reservation.
He didn't have a reservation?
No, he
and
didn't.
What time of year was this?
This was in winter, Your Honor.
Oh, my God.
High season.
I could imagine.
Yes.
You were lucky you got in there at all. You had to wait 15 minutes? You've seen nothing. And
I
not
had
in
to-
Miami in high season. So it was because of that
Yeah, well, the problem was he didn't have a reservation. He was a walk-in. I specifically say on my website that if you don't want to wait, that you should make a reservation.
right. You encourage reservations.
I encourage reservations,
Right.
Your Honor. Business has been really good lately. We were
Okay.
featured in a local magazine as best new spot to have lunch in town.
Oh, wow.
Since then, we've been pretty busy, so we highly recommend reservations, as it says on our website.
So without a reservation, he came for lunch then?
He did.
Oh, he came for lunch, and without a reservation, you found a table for him?
We did. He had to wait probably 20 or 25 minutes.
Right.
But yeah, we did find a table for him and we got him and his wife.
So did you contact him about the review?
I did. I responded to the review on Yelp.
Oh, okay.
And as I do anytime something like this happens, I apologized and offered for him to come back and in the hopes of giving him a better experience.
So he offered you a chance to come back?
He did.
Was it going to be a free meal? What were you offering him?
No, it wasn't a free meal. We just wanted him to come back and.
Well, why would I come back if I had a bad time? If you're not offering me something, a martini, a free dessert, something.
Your Honor, he liked the food.
Right.
His only complaint was about the time that it took to get seated and a little bit about the service. And
Okay, so then you invite him to come back so that those things could improve.
Correct.
Okay, so you say, okay, let me give him another chance.
Yes, Your Honor.
So did you have to wait?
I still did have to wait about 10 minutes that second time.
Okay, did the seat improve?
I got to say it did not.
What
until
happened with the seating?
It was still in a crammed corner again. There's me and my wife, and so I had to ask again to please move us, and it was frustrating.
Did you meet him when he came into the restaurant the second time?
I did, not right at the beginning.
Right.
I wasn't aware he was there right at first, but when I became aware that he wasn't happy with his table,
Okay.
I stepped in, I intervened, I made sure that he got moved to a table that he liked.
Okay.
And then to make sure that he was happy,
You offered him a martini for free.
I offered him our best server that we have, our top server,
Okay.
to make sure that I knew that she's very attentive, she's very efficient.
Who's that?
Her name's Elena.
Elena.
Yeah,
Okay, so how was Elena as a server?
I didn't feel like she was up to snuff. She didn't come by enough. I saw her talking to one of the coworkers. I didn't feel like it was good. And
I mean, what didn't she do that you would wish she had done?
I wish she would have been a little more attentive, a little more friendly.
Right. Did she bring you water? You had water at the table?
Actually, Mr. Coleman, I had to get him to start doing that because she wasn't.
She didn't bring water to the table?
She wasn't around. She was talking to other
Did she
employees.
ask you if you were enjoying your meal?
Maybe once.
Right.
Maybe once.
Well, how many times are you supposed to ask her you enjoy your meal?
I like a couple times at least.
You want at least twice to be asked.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning and then again at the end.
That would be nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Your
Okay.
Honor, if I may, I heard from Elena that he wasn't
Well,
happy.
don't tell me what Elena said unless she's here.
Understood.
As a result of talking to Elena, did you make some adjustments?
I did. I actually took Elena away from her other tables,
Right.
and I assigned her only to him while I took her tables so that he could have her full attention.
But why were you giving him so much?
I was trying to make him happy.
Do
Your
you
Honor.
know if you had offered him a free meal, that would have been the best thing you could have done?
You know,
Or offered him something free? I mean, that's what people love that word. My two favorite words are free and clearance.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, you needed to say free, complimentary if you want to be high class.
Coming up on Supreme Justice.
I actually know where this is.
Do you?
Yeah,
Well,
the
Your Honor,
area. I just know where the area is.
we would love to have you come in sometime.
Well, I don't know. I have to see how this turns out.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Philip Dugart, who is suing John Coleman for negligence.
But you should have offered something complimentary.
I could have done that.
You should have done it.
Yeah.
So then what happens next?
So, it came to the end of the meal. I wasn't, me and my wife, we got in a little argument about something.
What were y'all arguing about?
I do not remember, Your Honor.
Okay, but how heated did that argument get?
Not too heated. It was just a little.
So you and your wife decide to leave.
Well, I left first. She was still.
So you left your wife at the table.
I left her at the table.
Looks like it was a bigger argument than we thought. If you got up and you left at the table, why do men do that? That is not right. It's not right when a man gets up because he's angry and leaves a woman. A gentleman does not do that.
Well, in retrospect, I wish I would have done
Okay.
it differently.
Okay, so you walked off, left your wife there. I hope you paid the bill.
She paid it.
She paid the bill. So you got up and you walked out of a restaurant and left your wife to pay the bill.
I did.
Okay, what a gentleman. So what happened then?
I'm walking out, and I'm going through the tunnel.
What tunnel?
It's a tunnel. It's a entrance and exit. I have a picture.
Let me see pictures.
I'll also show you pictures of the umbrella base that fell.
Okay. Oh, it's like a long hallway here.
It's an enclosed tunnel, Your Honor. Yes, it's a fixture that's attached to the building.
Yes, I know. I know
makes a
exactly.
good vibe.
Actually know where this is.
Do you?
Yeah,
Well,
the
Your Honor,
area. I just know where the area is.
we would love to have you come in sometime.
Well, I don't know. I have to see how this turns out. Okay. All right. All right. So you are coming down this hallway here.
Yeah, the other direction.
You're coming from this, coming this way. And then what happened while you're coming down there?
So I'm coming down there. I'm just about right at the end there, and all of a sudden I see something. As you see, it's dark. We were outside. I couldn't
No,
see
I don't
real
see
good.
anything dark in here. In here? Where am I? In here in the middle?
In the middle. I'm coming from outside.
Yeah, but
Everything's a little.
Yeah.
not dark, Your
Everything's what? You even got a light there in the middle of the day. Got a light in there.
I wasn't seeing good from coming outside.
Right.
If
You were seeing red. All right. So you were coming down, and then what happened?
Well, I'm coming down, and all of a sudden I see this something come right at the end there, and I try to get out of the way, and all of a sudden
Of the something. But you didn't know what the something was.
I didn't know. It looked like.
Were you paying attention to where you were going?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So what happened to the something?
I tried to get out of the way, and all of a sudden this base falls on my left foot.
Okay, you didn't know until that happened that it was the base of this umbrella. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and who was holding the umbrella?
It was Mr. Coleman's employee.
Was holding the umbrella.
That is
So
correct.
is your employee here?
Yes, he is.
Okay, who's your employee?
His name's David Hernandez.
David Hernandez. Court calls David Hernandez.
David, if you'll please stand right there.
Come forward, please, and be sworn. Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, you can stand over there. Mr. Hernandez, so you're a waiter at this restaurant?
I'm a busboy.
You're a busboy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know about this incident involving an umbrella?
Well, yes, I was there.
Okay, tell me what happened.
So I had a customer request that I bring them an umbrella because they were eating out in the patio.
Okay.
So I went over to the parking lot area where we keep the spare umbrellas. And as I'm bringing it over, I make sure that the tightening screw is locked in.
Okay.
I have to tip it over to unlock the wheels so I could drag it over.
Okay.
So as I'm dragging it over,
So it's still upright.
well, to unlock the wheels, I have to tip it over.
Right.
So it's not, yes, it's technically upright, but it's
Right.
kind of leaning over.
Right.
So I'm pulling it. And as I'm pulling it, I have to take it through that tunnel. As
Right.
you saw, it's pretty small.
So
But-
when you're coming through the tunnel, are you coming through the tunnel with the back of the umbrella, or are you coming with the umbrella
Well, the
itself?
tip of the umbrella.
I'm sorry?
The tip of the umbrella?
The tip of the umbrella is going into the tunnel.
Yeah, with
And
me.
the base is behind it.
Yes.
And where are you?
I'm holding on to the tip of the
So you're
umbrella.
in the tip, so the base is back here.
Yes.
Okay, then what happens?
So I'm pulling it in, but before I pull in, I make sure that the coast is clear. I yell out, "Watch out, umbrella coming through."
You say that.
Yes, I
Okay.
shouted it out twice.
Did you see anybody?
No one was there.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have all of my employees. I teach them to call out that they're coming through before they come through the door.
With an umbrella?
Yes.
Because you bring these umbrellas back and forth out.
Correct.
Okay.
It's just like in a restaurant, lots of servers will say corner before they're coming around a corner. It's a way to announce yourself so that we don't have these kinds of accidents.
Okay.
which
So you're
David did.
saying,
Which David did.
okay.
He
Well,
announced
he
that he was
told
coming.
you he did.
He told me he did, correct.
No, and I also did as well.
Coming up,
I just feel a jolt, and then I just kind of hear him kind of screaming in pain, and I instantly get the base plate off of his foot.
you're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Philip Dugart, who is suing John Coleman for negligence.
So remind me again what you said. You said
Watch out, umbrella coming through.
umbrella coming through.
Yeah.
Okay, then what happened?
So as I'm bringing it in, I see Mr. Dugart come around the corner, and
Okay,
then
so looking at this picture, is that you saw him coming from back there?
yeah, so that's when I stop, and then and he
Okay.
just shoves his way through.
Oh, he just walked right past
Yeah,
you.
and I'm just like standing there still,
Right.
and then I just feel a jolt, and then I just kind of hear him kind of screaming in pain, and I instantly get the base plate off of his foot, and then he comes over.
But what happened?
Well, I'm pretty sure that he kicked it off.
No, well, you didn't see him. kick
No,
it.
that's not true, Your Honor. Yeah, it fell.
You think that's what happened?
Well, I felt the jolt.
Let me take a look. That's this base piece here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing in the picture. Well, you couldn't have been dragging it without that piece on it. So it had to have been attached.
It was attached.
Right, it had to have been attached. But I need to understand, you tell me how it happened so I could figure out how this base could have come off. Well, what happened?
All I know is I was going around it. I didn't hit anything. Fell on my foot.
It just fell off?
Fell off.
You would have to have come into contact with it because he wasn't moving. So how did you come into contact with it?
When I remember, I went around, fell off on my foot.
Did he move?
I believe yes. Well, from what I saw, the object was coming in, so he was moving. Yes.
So you're saying he was moving while you were moving. You're both moving together.
And
He
but-
did not stop.
He did not stop. Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor.
So is that true? You didn't stop? You just
I
kept
did
moving?
stop, Your Honor.
Do we have any other witnesses?
No other witnesses. It
No
was just,
cameras, sir?
No cameras in that spot, no.
Coming up,
You have insurance for a reason.
I do have my employee who has
Doesn't
told
know
me-
what happened either. He doesn't know what happened either.
you're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Philip Dugart, who is suing John Coleman for negligence.
But nobody seems to know how this happened. Even you don't seem to know how it happened.
I just know it fell on.
All you know is it fell off.
Caused a fracture on my
You
left
didn't
foot.
see how it fell off.
I didn't see.
Nobody saw how it fell off.
I just felt the jolt, and the next thing you know, the base plate is on his foot.
Do you have insurance?
I do have insurance, and I
Right.
asked Mr. Duggart to fill out a statement for me to give to the insurance to
Right.
see what they could do to help, and he refused. And
But
left.
why didn't you notify your insurance company that there had been an injury at the restaurant?
Well, I didn't know how bad the injury was
Right.
when he refused medical attention.
Right.
I assumed
so
it
you
was just
offered him the medical attention.
I asked him. The first thing I asked him
Why
was,
did you turn down the medical attention?
He was talking about insurance and for insurance, and I felt he wasn't really being, and I was in pain, and I felt like he was being pushy about it.
But it seems to me that we could have avoided all of this just by you filing a claim with your insurance company about it.
Well, Your Honor, I don't feel that we did anything wrong. I believe
Right.
that I feel that this happened because Mr. Duggart.
Well, you don't
Was
know.
impatient.
You don't know what happened because you weren't there.
That is correct.
You have insurance for a reason.
I do have my employee who has
Doesn't
told
know
me.
what happened either. He doesn't know what happened either. He said he wasn't looking behind. Is what he thinks happened.
Correct.
That he kicked it off.
That's correct. Well, I was waiting to find out if Mr. Duggart was actually injured.
Right. Well, he
before
was.
I called the insurance.
So he
I didn't
said,
know that.
"Let me see your proof of injuries. Actually, let me see the proof of your injuries."
Your Honor, I believe I gave it to
Is
you.
that in? Okay, that's in these. That's among these papers.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you went through your own insurance company for this.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Judge Karen's verdict when Supreme Justice returns. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
I don't have enough evidence here. I don't not have enough evidence. The burden is on the party who brought the charge, though, to prove to the court by a preponderance of the evidence that the defendant breached a duty. He had a duty. But you haven't proven to me. You're already angry, you're mad, you've walked off, you left your wife, you're huffing down this thing, you're mad, and you didn't even pay the bill. I don't know. You might have just been mad enough to kick it off. I don't know. But I shouldn't have to figure out and imagine what happened. That's not up to me. The law doesn't say I need to use my imagination to figure out what happened. The law says I need evidence, and it has to be proven to me, and it hasn't been proven to me what happened. And because you haven't been able to meet that burden of proof, I have to find in favor of the defendant. Judgment for the defendant. Good luck to you all.
All rise.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is denied.
I will not be recommending his cafe. His cafe is a definite S-car no.
I think justice was served, and I hope he finds a restaurant that makes him happy.
Judge has made a ruling. You may be excused.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.